Son leaving would absolutely break my heart, to be honest. It really would. And last but not least, we're going to talk about Sonny. He made some comments after the Korea game today. He was asked about his future and about the rumors of him leaving. And he said, I still have one more year left on my contract. Rather than saying anything at this moment, I think we should all wait and see what happens. But no matter where I end up, I'll always do the best I can. It will never change. And Alistair Gold, off the back of that, was talking about him in his video today. And he said, Son is more open to a move away from Spurs this summer than he ever has been before. And the chances of Son moving to Saudi Arabia are higher now than they were when they last approached him in 2023. A move to the MLS is also believed to be of some interest to Son. However, MLS sides are unlikely to have the funds to complete such a deal.
Yeah, he tweeted it in his news as well, like a specific tweet.
Yeah, I think he tweeted one of those quotes. I don't know about all of them. But anyway, Son leaving would absolutely break my heart, to be honest. It really would. You're looking at Ange when he first came in. He had to deal with it without Kane. And now potentially Frank coming in without Son, which would be absolutely mad to think about. First of all, do you think this is the right time for Son to leave? And second of all, do you think he would actually go to Saudi or the MLS right now at this stage of his career?
Do I think it's the right time? Potentially. I mean, he goes having won a trophy. We know he's 32. He's got 1 year left on his contract. He's not getting any better, but I still think he's playing at a good level. Put it that way. But he's obviously not getting any better. But he still provides a lot for us, and he's still got 22 goal contributions last season, so not to be sniffed at. But at the end of the day, if it was anyone else but Son, who we love so much, it would be a bit of a no-brainer to sell. But obviously, Son is our captain. He's a legend. He's been here for a long time, and he's still good. So I wouldn't say it's a foregone conclusion, but if he was to leave, if he left, you'd probably say it's the right time. But while it's in limbo, you kind of still want him to stay. You still don't want to let him go in that sense. But I can understand where his head's at, where he's thinking probably, if I'm putting myself in Son's shoes, he's probably thinking, it's summer of change at Tottenham. Yeah, a lot of changes the manager, changes the board level. Is it a bit of a reset summer again? Is it another transitional summer? Do I want my last season at Tottenham to be a transitional season? All these different things may be swirling through his head right now. Is it time to, let the young guys, come through? Is it time for me just to step aside, having won that trophy? I've achieved what I needed to after 10 years. Now maybe it's time. Now it might be the right time to move on. Now, I don't think it's a foregone conclusion. First of all, because what you said, I don't think his heart is set on Saudi. I don't think his mind is driven by money. So I don't think he's desperate to go there. I think it's more of a good European club, or just a good European club. I would say if there's a move on the table there to stay playing at the one of the top 5 leagues, I think that would be something he'd be more open to, especially ahead of a World Cup in 2026, where he wants to try and go into that tournament probably at the top of his game. So I don't think he's desperate to go there. I wouldn't completely rule it out, but I wouldn't in my mind, I don't think he's jumping at the chance to go there.
However, the way I look at it is if he does leave this summer, it will hurt me a lot, and it will always make me think what could he have done under the new manager, Thomas Frank, because I think Frank, I've said it a few times, I think Frank will really play to his strengths. I think he'll get him into that those areas which we know Sonny can really perform at. And also, if you let him leave this summer, you need to get someone in that's going to get you 20 plus goal contributions. And are we going to do that? Can we do that even? I can't see us getting rid of Sonny and bringing someone in at that level that's going to get us 20 plus goal contributions. And I feel Sonny is still at the level. Yeah, he's not the Sonny that we knew from 2-3 years ago for sure, but he's still at a level that can get us consistent goal contributions and make a real impact in our team next season. And I guarantee you, if he's in our team next season, we'll see a much better version of Sonny than we saw this season under Ange Postecoglou. And this year, he got 17 goal contributions in what was a poor year for Sonny, which everyone was saying he's past it, he's washed, he's this, he's that. He ain't anything of the sort. And this season, going into next season, like I said, he will see a much better version of Sonny. And I actually think it'll be a mistake to let him go this summer. Look, I think he's talking like he's open to it. He's open to leaving if the right deal comes around. But will the right deal come around this summer? I do question that.
Yeah, it might not. It might not. And hopefully, one chat with Frank, and he's all those thoughts of leaving at the back of his mind.